Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in the market or to just learn from the market. But let me first go ahead and give my disclaimer, y'all. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. With that being said, let's get started. So y'all, we are now looking at the VIX. And as you can see, this was our gathering spot here. We're losing that support. I have lost that support around the 1655 area. Looks like we're trying to come back to the 1641 area as support. Now, we could very well find support here, move back to the upside, or we can continue declining. Let's look to the downside. If by chance we break under this 1641 area, we could very well find support at 1618, 1609, and again here at this $16. So if we break that $16 area, I will definitely watch the 1578. Now back to the upside. If we break back above this 5 EMA right now, which is at 1658, we could possibly have trouble at 1662, again at 1668, 1672. And if we break that 1672, in my opinion, that's a lot of resistance, right? So breaking that, we could very well come back to the ATR trail and stop around the 1681. So I would definitely watch that. Beyond the 1681, we could possibly have trouble around 1688 and again at 1694. So those are going to be trouble places to the upside and to the downside for the VIX. Now, I look at the VIX only because it kind of gives me an idea of what's going on with the SPY. Normally when the VIX is up, the SPY is down, and when the VIX is down, the SPY is up. That is normally not always the case, because y'all know I say in the market anything is possible, nothing is guaranteed. So we are now looking at the SPY. We closed at 590.50. It looks as if we're having trouble, y'all. Look where price has been coming back to this area. Having trouble in this area around 592.62. We did make a pre-market high of 592.81. However, that 592.62 is a trouble place for us. Now, if by chance we break that back to the upside, we could possibly have trouble 593.85, 594.17, 594.37. If we break that 594.37, 594.90, 595.32. If we break that 595.32, 596, let's say 595.97. And if we break the 595.97, 596.40. If we break the 596.40, 596.71. Those are going to be trouble places to the upside for the SPY. Now, if you look here, we have a lot of support areas for the SPY. So I would say if by chance we break back under this level of 590.73, we could possibly find support at 590.16. Again at 588.92. Let me see if I can fix that. 588.92, 588.13, 587.15, and again here at 586.62. Those are going to be trouble places to the upside and to the downside. So if you trade the SPY today, trade carefully. Now, we do have economic data today. Today is, yes, initial jobless claims comes out today at 8:30, which is not far away from that, and existing home sales at 10 o'clock. So that could very well move the market, y'all. So again, anything is possible, nothing is guaranteed. So if you're trading today, I would definitely watch that 8:30 time frame, because yes, and that 10 o'clock time frame, because it could, again, move the market. So again, we were looking at the SPY, and I always say y'all just trade carefully. We're now looking at Tesla. Tesla closed at 342.03, and as you can see, look, excuse me, we're having trouble in this area for Tesla, and I'm going to mark this only because I want for. As you can see here, price has been gathered. Let me see if I can remove that. Price has been gathered in this area here for Tesla. So support is around the 341.60, resistance around 342.15. If we break that 342.15, we can continue climbing. 342.47 is the high for Tesla, 342.47. So I would definitely watch that, but it seems like we're having trouble in this area. So back to the downside, under the level 341.33, we could have trouble at 340.87. If we lose that 340.87 or 340.90 area, we can very well come back to this level of 340.43. Under the 340.43 area, 340.15, which is the ATR trailing stop, and under that 340.15, 339.91, which is really not that far. So I would definitely watch Tesla in those areas. Now, if by chance we break under 339.18, we could very well come back to this level of 338.44. I would definitely watch the 338. And I am looking at the wrong time frame. There we are. So let me start over with Tesla, right? So if by chance we break under this 338.38 area, we can have trouble around 336.68 and 334.44, 333.82, 332.53. Those are going to be in trouble places for Tesla to the upside and to the downside. Now, Tesla is an inside day candle above this level of 346.70. We have 347.40 as the target. To the downside for Tesla, if we break under this 334.30 area, downside target for Tesla is 332.45. So if you trade Tesla today, it is an inside day candle. It looks as if it's trading in this zone. And again, this is my 30-minute chart. I was just looking at the 5-minute chart, which is not where I like to start. Let's say that. So as of now, again, Tesla is trading in this zone of 340.85 as support. Resistance we can mark, let's say, around the 342.76 area. So that was the zone that Tesla was trading in. As you can see, we're back from yesterday in this area here. So I would definitely watch Tesla break above 342.76 or break below 340.85. So if you trade Tesla today, those are places to the upside and to the downside that I would say just be careful, right? So let's look at AMD just to see where we are today. AMD closed at 137.60. It looks as if it was just broke out of a gathering spot here, only to, we're breaking to the upside. That information must have already come out. So where are the trouble places as of now for AMD? It seems like that 200 EMA 138.70 is what's holding us up now, or preventing us from moving higher now. Support is around the 138.60. Trouble places to the upside: 139.11, 139.56, 139.97, 140.52, and 141.05. So if you trade AMD, I would definitely watch those places to the upside. Now back to the downside, under 138.14, 137.70, 137.22. If we break that 137.22, 136.99 area, we could very well come back to 136.58. And under that, we can find support at 135.84 and again at 135.50. Under the 135.50, 134.88. So if you trade AMD today, y'all know I always say trade carefully. Anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. So NVDA is back at this 148 area, which is not surprising. Let's say that, right? So yesterday, NVIDIA reported earnings. This candle here, I remember saying that, this sell-off, it wouldn't surprise me to see us back in this area. Well, guess what? We made it there. Let's see if I can make that a little bit bigger. We made it there. And it looks like we're trying to break beyond that area. So NVIDIA closed at 145.89. Looks like we're trying to break to the upside. However, there's going to be some type of resistance somewhere, definitely at this area of 148.69, right? So that's where we had marked. So yeah, trouble places back to the downside. I would definitely watch 148.11, 147.55, 140. Let's see, 146.85, 146.49, 145.80, 145.39, 144.65. Those are going to be trouble places. Again, it would not surprise me to see us back in this zone here around 143.27 down to the 142.40. So if you trade NVIDIA today, it could very well have some issues. These long candles here are interesting in my opinion. When they run up like this, just trade carefully today. Let me say that. Trade carefully today, y'all. So we do have a few inside day candles today. Amazon is an inside day candle. If we should break above, I'm gonna go back to my 30-minute chart. It's interesting that I use that so often. When I look at it, it's like things look so different for me. So it's just finding what works best for you. Looking at on this 30-minute chart, Amazon again is an inside day candle. Above 203.11 gives us 205.35 to the upside. Now to the downside, under 199.44 gives us 198.78 as a target for Amazon. It is an inside day candle. y'all. Google, GOOG, Alphabet Inc. is C, is an inside day candle above 179.15, gives us an upside target of 180.29. Under 175.30 gives us a downside target of 175.04. Google, GOOG, is an inside day candle. Now, GOOGL is also an inside day candle. Alphabet A is an inside day candle above 177.79, gives us 178.91. Under 173.79 gives us a downside target of 173.53. So if you trade Google, Alphabet, C, or A, it is an inside day candle. And Pfizer is also another inside day candle. So above this level of 25.10 gives us 25.12. Above, under 24.64 gives us a downside target of 24.59. So if you trade Pfizer, it is an inside day candle. If I'm not mistaken, SPX is also an inside day candle. So above 59.20.37, we have 59.23.46 as the target. Below 58.60.09 gives us a downside target of 58.54.68. So I would definitely watch those levels if you trade SPX. It is an inside day candle. And AT&T is also an inside day candle. Above 22.90 gives us 22.92, which is not that far. Under 22.73 gives us a downside target of 22.68. So AT&T is an inside day candle. United Airlines, UAL, is also an inside day candle. Above 5.95 gives us a target of above $95. Let's say that gives us a target of 95.28, and we're not far from that target pre-market. Now under 91.91 gives us a downside target of 88.58. So if you trade UAL or United Airlines, it too is an inside day candle. Roblox, RBLX, is an inside day candle. Above 52.30 gives us 53.17 as the target. To the downside, under $50.58 gives us $50.50 as the downside target. So if you trade any of these, they are inside day candles. SPY was an inside day candle, and as you can see, we've already reached the target to the upside. What's interesting is SPY came up to this 593.85 area. The high of this candle is 593.86. Very close. We knew that we could have trouble. Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. We knew that we could have trouble in this area, and as you can see, that's where price came to and got rejected to come back to the downside. So I would definitely watch SPY in this area of 593.86. We would need to make a new high and continue in order to continue to move to the upside, or if by chance we break back under 592.62 back to the downside, I will watch those areas for the SPY. So y'all, I always say that anything is possible in the market. Nothing is guaranteed. Set your stop losses, and once it goes against your why, get out. If you don't use the stop loss, mental loss, whatever it is that you choose to use, just have the discipline to execute your plan. Let's say that, right? So again, I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very, very productive day today. If you could, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, because we learn and we grow together, y'all. So until next time, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.